In the second stage of Hume's argument, he states that moral distinctions are not derived from reason. When we declare some actions are wrong, some actions are right, reason plays no rules in our moral condemnation or moral approval. Um, because reason is perfectly inert. It is the discovery of truth or falsehood. So, formerly, we already see that our human understandings are either real relations of ideas or real existence and matters of fact. So, when somebody says 3 times 5 is equal to 30, our reason tells us it is false. Or when someone says that the candle in our former slide is green rather than it is red, our reason also tells us it is a false proposition. Thus, actions do not derive their merit from a conformity to reason, nor their blame from a contrariety to it. Um, so, because reason is inert, um, it never can be a sense of morals. On this slide, we can see a crime scene of murder. Examine this picture. Hume asks us to find the existence of vice, and he informs us that what we find in this context are actually what we observe. For example, the yellow sign and a white drawing of human body. We might also find probably passion, motive, or volition and thoughts, but there is no vice in the picture. We can never find the vice outside until we turn our reflection inside to find out a sentiment of disapprobation which is inside me toward the action of the murder. So, moral distinction is innate to our sentiment. We cannot find moral distinctions outside ourselves. This passage here is very important for understanding the second stage of his argument. So I just put the entire passage here. Vice and virtue, therefore, may be compared to sounds, colors, heat, and cold, which, according to modern philosophy, are not quantities in objects, but perceptions in the mind. And this discovery in morals, like that other in physics, is to regard it as a considerable advancement of the speculative sciences. Though, like that too, it has little or no influence on practice. Nothing can be more real or concern us more than our own sentiments of pleasure and uneasiness. And if these be favorable to virtue and unfavorable to vice, no more can be requisite to the regulation of our conduct and behavior. So this is pretty clear that our moral distinction or moral contemplation and approval um, arise from feelings alone, not arise from reason. Eventually, he brought up the is art problem, that there is a significant distinction between is and art. This passage here is widely cited to represent his contribution to the is art problem. I'm not going to read the entire passage for you, so I suggest, because this passage is very important, I suggest that you read this passage after the class in your textbook. Um, Eventually, we can see that there is fundamental difference between the statement that a person is telling a lie and the statement that a person ought not tell a lie. So the former is a statement or is a proposition about the matters of fact, and the latter is a moral judgment which expresses my sentiment toward this behavior. The punchline here to rationalists is that morality are subjective rather than objective and universal. Um, so this is the second stage of his argument, and for the third stage of his argument, why utilities please, you could see the following information here.